Welcome back to Fire Engineering Training Minutes. I'm Jack Gramlich, Deputy Chief with the Spring Lake Fire Department. You know, nowadays it's so much more than structural firefighting in the fire department. We find ourselves having so much more responsibility outside of just fire and rescue, one of which is water rescue. And what's great about what we're going to show you today is you can actually accomplish water rescue with minimal manpower and minimal resources, and you shouldn't let cost or equipment intimidate you from developing your own water rescue team. We're going to go over cross-chest carry methods, torpedo rescue methods, and Peterson soft tube rescue methods, which require minimal equipment and just one rescuer to effect a rescue. So when we talk about a single victim, single rescuer scenario, we have a lot of different options to effect that rescue, utilizing different types of rescue flotation devices. But in the event that we don't have a rescue flotation device at our disposal, there are still methods that we can use to effect this rescue. The best of which is the cross-chest carry. I'm going to demonstrate that on our victim here. So Hunter, you're going to be our victim in distress in the open water environment, and I'm going to approach you. Now, when we talk about the 6 different methods or 6 different components of effecting a rescue, the 2 that are most important here are going to be contact and control. When I make contact with my victim, I want to keep a safe distance between the 2 of us, because as he's struggling, he's going to try and grab onto anything that's floating. And in this case, it might be me because I don't have a rescue flotation device. So Hunter's my victim. I stop, I make contact about 6 to 8 feet away, and I give him the order, give me your hand. I'm here to help you, give me your hand. Whichever hand that he presents with, I'm gonna come to him with the opposite. So he's presented me with his right hand, I'm gonna come to him with my right. I wanna make contact here on the top of his arm. If I come in from the bottom, we talk about contact and control. He now has the opportunity to take control of me as the rescuer, but I as the rescuer need to maintain control at all times. So I'm gonna come over top and I'm gonna get him with a good firm grip on his wrist so that he knows I'm both here to help him and I'm in control of this situation. From here, I'm gonna pull him towards me and up. And it's a little bit tough to demonstrate on the sand, but we're gonna see it done in the water. So I pull him towards me and up. All right, just come with me, sir. And this is why we call it the cross-chest carry method. I'm gonna come over with the opposite arm, come across his chest, and loop into his armpit as if it's some sort of handle. My hip is gonna enter the small of his back, and we're gonna start swimming through the water with a modified side stroke wherever we need to go. One more time, a little bit faster. I'm gonna come up, maintain some safe distance. Hey, I'm here to help you. Give me your arm, give me your arm. He gives me his right, I come over top with mine, pull towards me and up, across the chest with my opposite arm, and we start swimming to safety. Again, my hip, small of the victim's back. And that's our cross-chest carry method.
Calm down. Calm down. Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
Our next tool in the toolbox for a single victim, single rescuer scenario is the Lifeguard Torpedo, also sometimes referred to as a can or the Burnside can. It was developed by a guy named Bob Burnside in Southern California. There's 3 simple parts to the can. You have the torp itself. It's a hard plastic, a lot of grips around it. You have the line. The line connects to a shoulder strap. When you don the torp, the shoulder strap does just that, goes over your shoulder, and should be worn across your chest, like so. We enter the water with our torp. The beauty of this line is it's connected to you at all times. So you can swim and focus on your victim knowing that it's just behind you. Like we talked about with the cross-chest carry method, contact and control are the 2 most important components of our rescue here. We're still going to maintain a safe distance, and we're going to maintain visual observation of our victim in the water as we approach them. So I stop, I announce myself, hey, I'm Jack, I'm a lifeguard, I'm here to help you, sir. I'm going to keep my eye on my victim, and I'm going to present him with the Lifeguard Torpedo. From here, we're going to let him catch his breath. We don't want to get caught up in whatever sort of struggle he might be going through. I'm going to get behind you now, okay? All right. So we approach our victim again. He's holding on to this torp. We're going to get him in front of us like so. And depending on how much he's struggling, we're going to lock him up with the torp. We're going to secure our victim. And again, this comes down to contact and control. We're controlling our victim. From here, if he's in bad shape, maybe he's suffering from some sort of medical episode, he's semi-responsive, or even worst case, unresponsive, we can lock him up and we can modify, again, our cross-chest carry, my hip, small of his back, and modified side stroke ourselves to safety, land, wherever we're heading. If we have a responsive victim who's cooperative, he's not in that bad a shape, we can present him with the torp and just give him commands. Hey, sir, hold on to that. I'm going to swim you in the shore, okay? We can backstroke to maintain visual observation of our victim. We could even just go right back to a freestyle as long as we feel the tension and know that he's still there, give him commands to kick, etc., etc. This is a really great tool. It's going to provide us with a lot of benefits here. It floats a lot of weight, and in a multi-victim scenario, these handles can also be used by other victims to stay out here and float. It's going to be tough to swim them all in together, but at least we get a flotation device out to them, get them out of harm's way, and buy ourselves some time before we have to swim them to a place of safety.
My name's Mike. I'm here to help you. Grab onto there. Take some deep breaths, deep breaths. Calm down, calm down. Hold on good with the hands. And come around and lock you up.
Our last tool in the toolbox here for single victim, single rescuer scenarios is the Peterson Lifeguard Tube. A lot of pros and cons to the Peterson Tube, just like the Torpedo, but again, very similar. You have your rescue flotation device. In this case, it's a soft tube. You have your line connected to your shoulder strap. Same concept. We deploy it, we swim to our victim, and we present our victim with the flotation device from a safe distance, contact and control. We communicate, hey, I'm Jack, I'm a lifeguard, I'm here to help you out. Hold on to that, float, you good? I now feel comfortable to gain control of my victim. Now with the Peterson Tube, same concept, I'm gonna move behind. And the Peterson Tube offers a couple things that the can does not. In this case, it's a clip and some rings. You never want to go to the shortest ring unless you're dealing with a much smaller victim. It gets a little bit tight. The second ring is usually going to be your ideal spot to clip them in. And if you're dealing with somebody who's a lot heavier, obese, a bigger gentleman, whoever it might be, you can clip this directly to the strap and then cinch it up wherever it needs to go and maintain control of your victim this way. What's great about this is that it's actually going to clip into your victim and stay with them. So unlike the torp that you'd have to hold on to them and actually maintain that control yourself, you can actually let this victim free, and regardless of their level of responsiveness or cooperation, they're gonna stay clipped into the flotation device, which really helps us out as a lifeguard. The cons to this though, this soft material will start to deteriorate over time, especially with UV light. You stash it in your fire apparatus for a couple months and forget about it. It'll crack on you, it'll start to degrade, and its lifespan just isn't gonna last like that Lifeguard Torpedo that we talked about. That being said, we have the benefit of the clip and we have our victim secured, and from here we're gonna execute the same operation we did with the Lifeguard can. We can come out here, we can swim them backstroke so we can maintain visual observation of them. We can do our freestyle if we really feel comfortable with them. And again, if we're dealing with somebody who's unresponsive, semi-responsive, you can cinch this thing up and still maintain pretty good control of them a lot easier because they're secured to it and it's gonna float them.
Sir, my name is Ryan. I'm here to help you. All right? Hold on to this tube, okay? Hold on. Catch your breath. All right? I'm going to come behind you and I'm going to clip you in, okay? Can you put that underneath your armpits? All right. How you doing? You all right? Good. All right, and I'm going to flip you around and we're going to swim to safety, okay? All right? I'm going to swim away, okay?
So today we covered different scenarios for single victim, single rescuer, rescue scenarios. Remember, the most important thing is contact and control of your victim when you're in that open water environment. Thanks for tuning in to Training Minutes. I'm Jack Gramlich.